lower class, which is the G class, like I've always explained, in Italy, the G class is Patente B. Like I lived in Europe before I lived in Italy, precisely. I know Patente B all over Europe is patent is a driver's license B. All of the recognizes as B. You know, uh, the B Patente B in Europe is driver's license G. They call it the G class driver's license. But here, the G class driver's license is, divided into three categories. You have the G1, you have the G2, then you have the full G. Like I said the other day, you don't need a temporary resident permit to obtain it. You don't need a permanent resident to obtain it. You don't need any resident permit to obtain it. All you need is just a legal document that allows you to be here, even if you are here for 1 month or 2 weeks or 1 week, depending on whatever you want to say. And you want to drive and obtain their driver's license. It's easy. Like I said the other day, if you come in, all you just need to do, there are some countries that has an agreement with Canada. Countries like France, like the Switzerland, like what is it, Belgium in Europe. If they come, they don't need to undergo any. They don't need to go for any drive test or anything. They can convert their driver's license to Canadians' driver's license. But other countries like the Italy, Spain, Greece, Germany, most of them, when you come here, you have to, you know, undergo some certain test before they give you their driver's license. If you come here, even from Nigeria, from every other country, from Sierra Leone, Ghana, wherever you're coming from Liberia, from Congo, Burundi, India, Philippines. So when you come here with your driver's license, all you need to do is to go to the Ministry of Transportation, the drive test center. You go there, you tell them you want to obtain their driver's license. They will recommend you first to go for the G1, and the G1 is just the knowledge test. The G1 is just the knowledge test. So when you get the knowledge test, they will ask you, like here in Ontario, is I think you're going to pay about $156 or $157. Inside that $157, you have your G2 test in it. G2 test, a driving test inside that morning. Like you go for the knowledge test. When I say knowledge test, it means they will set you some questions, about 40 questions, 20 questions for science, while 20 questions for general things about driving, you know, like insurance, like every other thing that comprises of that talks about driving. But out of those 20, which is 40 questions, the 20 questions you are required, what each of the 20 questions you are required to pass 16 questions out of each of the 20. For example, you pass 20 questions of the science, is a pass. You pass 16 out of the 20 is a pass. 17 out of the 20 is a pass. 18, 19 is a pass. But if you pass 15 and fail 5, you failed it. Is a fail. Then the other general question, 20 questions too, you still need 16 questions to have a pass mark. If you have 16 out of the two, you have your G1. If you have 16 and above in the general, and you have 15 downwards uh, in the science, you fail. You is like you've passed one and you failed one, so you are not required to redo all of them together. You are required to redo the one you fail, which is the, for example, I'm talking, for example, which is the science. Maybe you have 15 or you have 10 out of 20, or you have 11, 13 out of 20. So you'll be required to do the science again, only that 20 questions. It means you already have passed in the general and you have failed in the science. So you will have to redo the science. You will not be required to do both of them together. You'll be required to do the one you failed. Note, you'll be required to do the one you failed. So when you redo it, like here in Ontario, if you failed, go for the knowledge test, the 40 questions, and you failed, you'll be required, you can just go to the counter, pay another $16 instantly. They will reset another question for you. That question they're going to reset for you, you have to do it. Even if you do it 10 times, it's nobody's business. You can do it and do it and do it that very day until you pass the two. So if you are able to pass it, it doesn't matter how many times you did it. But what matters is you passed. So I'm trying to let you know how easy it is to obtain a driver's license here in Canada. It is not a difficult thing. Are you getting me? It's not a difficult thing. So in Ontario, you'll be required, when you fail, you go back, pay $16, then they will reset another exam for you until you pass it. Some people can do it 4 times, some do it 3 times, some do it 10 times, some do it 8 times until they get it that very day. So they obtain their G1. I hope it is clear. It is clear to everyone. So when you obtain your G1, then they will send the ID card for you. There's an ID card they will send for you. The driver's license, you already have your driver's number. They will send it to you. I think it takes 10 to, within 10 days, 10 to 2 weeks, you get it at your home. What they require there before you register is just a proof of address, where you live, something that shows that you lived in so place. So when you're living with somebody, the person can give you his proof of his address. They will ask you, where's your address? You write your address. Some might ask you, do you have anything that carries your name? So that's why when you get there, at times you might ask for maybe you receive a letter from the house, as soon as possible, or you go and open a bank account that shows that you are living in that place. That's all you need. It is not a difficult thing. So after that, then you'll be required to go for G2. If you don't have a driver's license before, you can go for G2 after 8 months, because they want to know. They want to see how, because with G1, you can't drive alone. You need someone who has a full G to always be with you whenever you are driving, because you're going to go for the G2 test. I hope you're getting me. Then, if you have a driver's license before in your country, so after doing the test, the knowledge test that makes you acquire the G1, then you present your driver's license you have in your country. Most cases, like here in Ontario, they will ask you to go, translate it. If maybe it's not in English, translate it. If it is in English, they will need a recommendation from your embassy, like an authorization from your embassy. Your embassy have to, stamp it, which is they ask you to print out your driver's record, take it to your embassy stamped it, then you bring it back to them. Then they will not fix a date or ask you to choose a date, any available date, so that you go for the full G directly. Then you are jumping the G2. You are jumping to G2, but mind you, like I said, mind you, you have only one chance. Only one chance. So if you go for the full G test drive, the full G test drive is done or is always done in the highway. They take you to the highway. It's like moving from the test center, taking you, making you to drive through the road, through the town. Then they take you directly to the highway. They want to see how good you are. It's about 15 to 20 minutes drive. You know, you are not required to make any parking, like parallel parking or any other thing. No, you are not required to do that. All you just need to do is they want to see how you drive, how you maintain your drive, your speed, how you follow the signs, all you do, they want to see. Then if you pass, they give you your G driver's license. Not that they are giving you directly immediately, but they'll give you a paper that shows that you pass. In 10 days or 2 weeks time or 14 days, you get your driver's license in your house. Then you can start driving. But mind you, if you come from other country, you can also be driving with your driver's license. Most cases, you are required to have an international driver's license. In my own case, when I came, I did international driver's license. I came with an international driver's license, which requires me to drive. Even when I have my G1, I use my international driver's license to drive. So that's a part. But I'm talking about when you want to obtain a driver's license here in Italy. Mind you, I'm still talking about the G. This is the simplest one, the G class level. So, like I said, you get your driver's license, you get to the drive test center, you request to register for the driving test. First of all, they will ask you, do you have a driver's license before? Maybe you say yes or no. If you say yes, they'll say, okay, you're going to go for knowledge test. If you say no, you still go for knowledge test. So the only difference is that if you say no, your knowledge test, after knowledge test, you have to go for G2 after 8 months. After 8 months. And full G after 8 months again. So it's going to take you like 2 years. But if you have driver's license from your country, you go for the knowledge test immediately, and you can go immediately. If you have every other documents that they need you to bring, like your driver's license, translated and stamped by your embassy, immediately they'll give you a date to go for the full G that requires you to drive anywhere around Canada with full G driver's license. So know both of them. Then I think I'm going to end here. I don't want this video to be so long. So prepare yourself whenever you come in to Canada, wherever you're coming from. Mind you, driving here is not a big deal. Obtaining the driver's license in Canada is not a big deal. Places like Quebec, in Quebec, you don't need to go far the way you go far here in Ontario. Like, for example, in Quebec, they might ask you to just bring your driver's license. They don't need any translation. They will give you, provided you show that you have a driver's license, they will give you a date to go for the full G after the knowledge test. The only difference between Ontario and Quebec is if you fail your drive test or your knowledge test, you have another after 20 days before you can redo the test, whether you pass one or you pass the two, or you fail one or you fail the two. For you to redo another test, it has to be 20 days time. But in Ontario, immediately when you fail, you can redo it, you redo it and redo it and redo it. So I hope I'm clear about this. In case people that are calling me to ask me how is it possible, or is it possible to obtain, or what are the requirements? The requirements are very simple. Like I've said, please note that before you come to Canada. Driver's license is not a big deal. It's not a difficult task to get. All you just need is to prepare yourself. My next time I'm coming, I promise I'm going to go straight to the truck driver's license, which is the AZ. The AZ, although AZ, you have ACZ. AZ, yeah, the CZ is for the bus, the shuttle bus and all and every other stuff. Then Z, all the things that you require to have a truck driver's license. I'm gonna let you know in the next lesson. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share, and follow me. Whatever questions that you have, you can let me know the questions and just write me on my DM and I will respond to you. Whatever you want to know about, or whatever you want to know, I'll respond to you. Oh, thank you. I've come to the end. I remain your brother, Amazing Grace. Thank you.